Welcome to another episode, y'all. You already know what it is. It's a little something for my next guest. Hope y'all ready, man. We in store for another great episode.
Yes,
In
sir.
between
I'm
time.
driving, cruising through the streets of California. From the San Fernando Valley, I'm a supporter of that purple and gold, that Dodger blue you got on. Walking by the beach, feeling the breeze with Patron. Shout out to struggling artists, keep wearing your headphones. We trying to resurrect rap, give it a backbone. If you haven't heard, then I think you should know that I'm next up to make a wave out this cold, repping the 818 till I'm dead and I'm gone. We got the best weed and it's sure to leave you stoned. Fuck methamphetamines, that shit don't belong. I'll give you energy from the king on his throne. It's that West Coast red MC hitting the bone. Just
Make
trying
sure
to
y'all go
get
like,
ahead when
subscribe,
you
share.
making these songs. I pulled out the pledge that says I'm original,
Links for this
and my
artist
verse
will
left
be
them
in
in
the
the line of fire
description.
critical. You already know I'm from the West Coast, that San Fernando Valley with the dank smoke. Hit you with the boom
Hey,
bap rap straight
what's
to
up,
your
y'all?
dome. With all you fakers,
A little
just
something from
leave
our
rap
next
alone.
guest,
You
man.
Oh
already
yeah.
know I'm from
Shout
the
out to the homie, man. But before we start, you already know what to do. Make sure y'all go like, subscribe, share, hit us up, hit that notification button, hit us
Oh
up
yeah.
on IG at Street Team Worldwide. Make sure y'all go hit us up for merch. We got new merch in, we got shirts. We actually gonna have some new designs coming out. Shout out to my boy Rashidin, man, for always blessing us with dope designs and everything like that. And make sure y'all go do that, man. But before y'all, you already know who it is, man. Our next guest, Apollo Devar, man. What's good with it, baby?
What's good, everybody? Turn it up, man.
You already know what's up, man. I appreciate you stopping by, showing us some love, man. Y'all, like I said
Oh yeah.
before, his links will be in the description, man. You can check out that joint and other joints and everything that he's got coming up. Hit him up on Instagram, all that good stuff. Y'all know what to do. But what's good with him, my boy?
Man, just been chilling, man. Just got back from the gym not too long ago, probably like 30 minutes ago.
Okay, man, getting it in, man, getting it strong for him. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
Got to
man. You
make
got
it, getting your buff on.
exactly just so you could perform, get your, be able to do your cardio, not have to, be like all messed up during your performances and shit.
Definitely, man. That is a big part of your performances. Speaking of performances, man, you got something going on this Friday, right?
Yeah, we doing
West Coast Fridays.
yeah, we doing a show at Fratelli's. It's on Parquina and Woodley in the Valley. But yeah, we're about to have a lot of dope artists on that. 14 to 15 artists going to be performing that night, including me. I'll be the host. We're doing our thing. It's our brand, Cali Avenue. So basically, we've been doing a lot of shows, getting a lot of venues, and we're just gonna keep building from there.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get into a little bit of all that because you're a businessman because you run the promotion and you run um your artist as well. So
Yeah.
we're gonna touch into a little bit of that, man. So you let the people know about the show. So Apollo Devar as an artist, man, how'd you get your start?
Well, basically, I started writing raps in high school. Didn't really take it seriously. I was just, fucking around because, like, I saw a lot of people doing it. I was like, hey, bro, like, I could do that. I'm good with my words. I was a good writer. So basically, I started just rhyming and rapping, just freestyling every day. Yeah, I'll be walking down the street freestyling, going to school
Yeah,
freestyling,
yeah.
and just every day. That's how I got as good as I am today.
Yeah. So it just really just started off with a love, just seeing people like, oh man, I like what you're doing. I want to do that too.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, a love for the craft. I would always watch, MTV BET back in the day, 106 in Park. And then they had like
Yeah.
the battles and stuff too. So I was
Oh
like, damn,
yeah,
this
yeah. Freestyle Friday, man, that was a big part of
Freestyle
man. That was
Fridays. Yeah.
hey man, there's a lot of dope artists that came from dope freestylers, and that was
Yeah,
like, quote unquote the beginning of the battles that we know, and I ain't gonna say they started URL or anything like that, but they
exactly.
they they was definitely a spot where you could see people do clean battles and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, man. And was it were you like linked up with anybody back then? There was anybody that you knew that was actually doing raps or music or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew a couple people, but they didn't really, do it seriously. They would record here and there, but not really hit the studio or nothing. I met Big Currents through rap, so you know what I'm saying. Like
My my guy Big
that's
Currents.
how we built our relationship. He used to have, his battles, his backyard battles and stuff, and then
Yeah.
like, he put me in that shit, and I was like, it's history from there.
He threw you to the wolves right quick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. That's always a good like, a lot of artists come from, that's how you get your just your stance, your steeds and all that, man. Just that, just jumping in the fire, not knowing
Hell
really
yeah,
what we're doing, but we just gonna do it.
we just gonna do it.
How was that just like that learning experience? You just like battling people. Were you nervous at first?
Of course, I was nervous because like I don't know if I'm good. I'm just like, hey, I could be trash. Like I'm just basing it off, freestyling. Like because I was good at freestyling, but I was like, oh, my first battle I was like, oh, this is different than freestyling. This is like, you
Yeah,
know, it takes a lot more, you know,
definitely.
than just a regular. Oh, I'm just gonna rap, off the top of the dome. I tried that once. So I was like, nah, you gotta come prepared for this. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it really is something like, it's more like you gotta practice the performance of the performance, type of deal. How you
exactly.
say you started off freestyling, so how was it when you started like going in the booth actually creating music like 16 hook, 16 boom, constructing a song?
Yeah, the first time I did it was actually, at my own house, trying to practice. Like I would see what other people would do. Like my homies would be like, "Oh, this is how you set it up." I had somebody, try to help me out and be like, "This is how you got to set it up. 16 bars, whatever, 4 bar hook or 8 bar hook or 12 bar verse, or like, just depending on how the beat is structured too."
Yeah.
So
And,
to
and
me, no, sorry. To me,
no,
it was easy to come into that because I was already freestyling. I already had found my flow, and it came sort of naturally after a while.
that's that. So it wasn't because I was talking to one of my guys, real name Brandon. He's a battle rapper and everything like
Yeah,
that, and he was saying like just people that if you never tried to do a song, it's hard for like a battle rapper to like actually put a song together and because some people it's just all gas. I don't know where the verse ends or start. You know what I
yeah.
mean, that type of deal. So it seemed like it worked out pretty decent for what you're doing.
Yeah, because I wasn't originally ever a battle rapper. I just did it, for fun. But I wasn't
Oh,
really
okay.
thinking. I wasn't in a battle rap to be like, oh, just gonna battle and that's all I'm gonna do. I was like, nah, I like this, but me
Mm.
dissing people, I don't really like dissing people. So I'm just like, I'm gonna stick to just making music.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope, man. Hey, does anybody like? But I know, just like you rhyme with Big Kerns and them. Shout out my guy Big Kerns and
Yeah,
everybody like that, the whole
100.
squad. So I know it's got to be like friendly competition in the circle because y'all got a gang of dope rappers around you and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really competition to me. I just like it is friendly, but like to me, I just want to see everybody win. Like I don't care. Like if you're doing the craft, I respect you for that because we're all here out here trying to do the same thing, build our craft, build up. So at the same time, it is competition, but I don't really see it as that. I see it as trying to help each other out to build, what we really want to be.
Oh man, that's dope, man. I like how you put that and like you want to build more like build the community up than like putting against each other. I see that with like the shows that you got going on, the artists that you putting on and all that. And I seen that when I went to Kern's album release and album listening, and it was just like everybody was so dope. Everybody was so cool. Speak on that. You guys building like just you building a network of just dope artists being cool, dope vibes, and all that.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we started our brand. Me and the homie Todd, we started our brand Cali Avenue. It was to help the community of artists and also help like small businesses, businesses that don't really, have advances to help them build up so they can get more money, so they can give back to the community just like we are. So we
Yeah.
want to give back to the artists and give back to community and small businesses.
Mm, yeah, man, that's a dope like motto of that because sometimes like some of these bigger venues they don't really support hip hop like how they should, and we're the people that's like bringing people to the drinking those drinks, bringing people to
Exactly.
the venues, what I'm saying? And it's dope that when artists like smaller venues and other venues actually want to support in the culture, in the community, of hip hop and just the community around,
Of
it's a dope
course.
feeling.
And it's the same thing. Like once we start bigger venues, we're still gonna support the independent artists, independent businesses. We're gonna like try to get vendors out to support them as well because we're all just trying to make it in this world. Like that's how
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, man. It got to be some, you help me, I help you type of thing with the business and the artist, and it because it's a lot of artists that are just like for themselves. Is that do you get a lot of feedback? I mean, a lot of pushback from some artists like, nah, I'm not really trying to do that, or
I
this,
mean,
that, and
I don't like naming names, but I'm not going to, but I'm just saying like there is a lot of that. I see a lot of that where they're like, oh, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm just trying for myself, like, and it just makes me seem like okay, okay. I mean, you can do it for yourself, but what are you really giving to the community? You're not really doing. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people in this game like that. They only care about the money, and they're like, oh, I don't give a fuck about anybody else or anything else.
yeah, yeah, man. I mean. I mean, she's young, because I'm a definitely a big person in just like networking.
Yeah, of
We gotta
course.
have each other to do what it true. But I'm also a thing of like I'm not going to what you say like if you don't see the vision, I can't force you to see it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I
That's how I
can't.
feel.
I'm done asking people for this, that, and if I present you with an opportunity and you don't accept it, hey, what
And
can we?
at the same thing is when like artists don't keep their word. Like I'll book you for a show, or you don't show up, or you're like, oh, well, something happened. Like I understand if something happens, but you don't show up, I gotta cut ties right there because it's just like
Yeah.
it's also I'm cool for the artist, but it's also a business too. And like I can't be just letting people walk all over me like that. Like nah.
Yeah, yeah. I know that's frustrating sometimes too. Just like because people look at you an artist and they expect you to do what artists do, but you're also like you say, I run a promotion squad as well, pro whole promotion business where not just I'm dependent on me, others are dependent on me. Is
Exactly.
that does that sometimes get stressful? Like you say, sometimes you gotta cut ties with an artist, sometimes you gotta try to gain ties with an artist, or sometimes you gotta just work on different business proposals. Does it like how's that all match up?
I mean, it could be hard at times, but that's why I go to some of shows that aren't even my shows because I'm trying to network, meet more artists, let them know, hey, I got this brand. I'm trying to help other people out. If you want to, do a show or something, and then they're just like, all right, it's cool, or it's either it's cool or like, nah, I'm not interested because maybe I don't want to bring this many artists or I don't want to pay, whatever. But
Yeah,
like, I mean, not artists bring this many people to watch them perform because like I feel like if you're an artist and you get put on a show and you only bring yourself, you're not doing anybody else justice because it's not right for another artist to bring a gang of people and you brought what yourself like.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I understand, sometimes it gets hard, but if you're taking these shows and we make them sign a contract now because like there was shows before where artists weren't keeping their word, they weren't showing up, and like it just was really hectic, and that became a problem too. But like, I don't really get that stressed, I don't mind cutting ties with someone. Like, I mean, you can either be for the vision or be against the vision, whatever you want to be. If you're not for it, then I'm not gonna rock with you. Like that's cool with me.
yeah, yeah. That's definitely understandable, and it's like people gotta like if you're gonna take a craft serious, if we're gonna be in this thing together, it gotta be equal accountability on both parties.
Exactly.
If
For all
like
the
if I'm
artists,
yeah,
you gotta be accountable. All the artists gotta be accountable. You can't just, be for yourself and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna bring myself. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel it. Like you're just saying fuck everyone else who's actually really trying and putting effort into this game.
yeah, yeah, that's tough too. I understand if if people if like I understand promotion is hard, especially trying to get people to come to these shows.
Yeah.
I get it. Some people are going to support some, but if you like can't bring at least one, two persons, or at least buy something because it's always that one artist. Like you say, he comes, does a set, and just leaves.
And just
Comes does it just leaves. Don't buy a drink. You didn't buy a plate from the vendor outside. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? They not even getting a bottle of water. So
no water. You didn't bring one person. You didn't buy nothing. You just came. I'm
it
just gonna
didn't want to
come.
complain.
I'm out.
Yeah, so I definitely bring that, come support. That's why, when I always host a show, I try to like if you're a vendor back there, I'm shouting out all the vendors, go back there and get something, give a tip to the bartender, like support because it's we all need each other, It's
Exactly.
from the bartender to the person selling the food in the back. to the person selling shirts. We all need each other to prosper. Definitely.
That's true. That's definitely the case because without everybody building each other up, I mean, you can only get so far by yourself, but it's gonna take
Facts.
forever too. Like if you have a whole team, you might make less in the beginning, but you're gonna get up a lot faster
Yeah,
than you would by
facts.
yourself.
Facts, man. It's definitely need that support, man. Speaking of support, make sure y'all go like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, stay up to date on all of our shows. You already know what it is. We got Apollo Devar in the building, man. So, man, we're hearing about the shows because they say you're a businessman all the way around. What's up with some of the music?
Well, right now I'm working on an album. It's gonna drop March 11th. It's called New Era because it's a new era. It's a new me, a new my flow's changing. I'm finding
New year,
more.
you, new you.
No. Same me, just better, new and improved. I always try to improve on the next year,
Okay,
even the next month. You got to improve every day. You get up, you
level
got
up.
okay, yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah, man. That's always a good thing, man. You bossing up and everything like that. I heard some of you on my boy Big Kearns' album that he just dropped, man. That you was dope on that. And make sure I go check out the links for that and everything like that.
Yeah,
That was in our last interview.
me and
I
him are
mean,
me and him are dropping a EP soon, The Science of Art. I don't know if he talked to you about it when he was on, but yeah, it should be coming out at the late end of this month or the beginning of next month. But we really want it out this month, because I'm dropping my album next month. I want to be able
yeah,
to go from there and then go into that because
yeah.
he's gonna be like on maybe one or two songs on my album. So
Damn, man. So y'all working, man. Y'all working, man. So, music nonstop.
yeah, I'm planning to have like 18 to 21 songs on the album. So I'm really trying to
Damn.
just give everybody a display of what I got, from my turn up music to my underground to my boom bap. It has a
Yeah.
little flavor of everything in it.
So when you record, you probably record like a gang of songs at one time, or do you just like really record like what you need?
Well, basically, like yeah, I have a bunch of songs written already. Like I already have a whole list of things that are written. So whenever I go to the studio, I knock out like 4 or 5 tracks. It just depends on what I'm
Yeah.
feeling, how the flow of the night goes. But usually, I try to knock out 4 tracks within 2 hours.
What's it take for you to get like in that mode where we're just killing tracks all night, where you could just be like, "Oh, I'm about to do a 6 pack tonight, right now." Like
Well, I mean,
what gets you in studio mode when you're in the studio? What do you need?
maybe just the beard. It's not
Look,
that difficult. I can get in
a
the
little
studio
tall boy, right quick.
as soon as I'm in the studio. I'm already in that zone. I'm already like, this is what I do. Like I already
Yeah.
know that I already know. I'm good. I've been doing this for a long time. So when I get in that studio, it's over. It's done.
Also, you're not one of those guys that go in the studio and just like you're already locked in. You already
Yeah.
you already
No.
have your songs ready. It's not. I'm not in there writing. Like I'm. All I need is
Exactly.
just listen to the beat and let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm locked. Maybe practice it a couple times, getting a little vibe. But
Hmm.
mainly when I'm driving there, I'm listening to the beat over and over, and I'm already in that zone when I pull up in there because I want to knock out whatever I can. Because my time is money. Like I don't want to waste no time for nothing. Like
Yeah. It's just you just ready on off rip.
you know,
Yeah, man, that's dope. So, you got the new music coming out. You got the shows coming up and everything like that. Y'all could definitely link in his link tree is in the description, so y'all can go to his IG, stay up to date on all the shows and all that. What's harder? Is it harder putting together a show or album or project?
I would say they both have their difficulties. Like an album, it takes a lot of work, especially when you're trying to get features and you're trying to get them to come in, and like their schedule doesn't work with your schedule. They're always busy. You're always busy making music, and it's like that's the hardest part. I would already dropped it if I didn't have
Yeah,
features and stuff because I don't know. Like it gets hard, but also throwing a show. That's really hard because you got to plan to get all the artists and like you got to make sure they know the details and know what is required of them in order to perform. Because if they don't meet the requirements, like let's say our next show, you have to sell 5 tickets. If you don't sell 5 tickets, you either got to buy the rest or you're not performing. Like, because
yeah.
like I need money so I can give back to other people as well. So
Yeah.
If we're
And
not
it,
making money, we ain't giving nothing back. Like we're just losing. Like I can't just keep losing and losing and losing. And it's hard because some people, they're just like it takes them a while to sign the contract because maybe they just look at it and maybe they think it's just a verbal agreement, but there's actually a signature you got to sign at the bottom.
yeah.
It's hard to get it all together. Then we got a DJ, Jose the Panda. He's gonna be our Cali Avenue DJ. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's really dope as well.
We heard of him now though, man. Shout out to the panda.
Yeah, yeah, he's really dope. He's willing to do all the shows, whether it's so we're gonna do different type of events. So we're gonna do like Latin nights, we're gonna do Afro beat nights, we're gonna do like artist showcases. I'm in the works of doing even a metal show right now. So like I'm hitting all the genres now. So I don't even care. My love for music goes beyond, just being an artist.
Okay. So you trying to get into a lot of different avenues, man. Is do you find it like say you're trying to go into a metal or just even like a rock show or anything like that, do you feel like it's harder to even step into those realms because of a lot of those communities are like hip hop communities. You can't just walk into them. They'd be like, hey, what are you just trying to profit off our whatever
Yeah,
genre and all
yeah.
that.
See, and my rebuttal to that is like I'm at the shows. I support that genre. Like I started
Mm,
off before I was a rapper. I listened to metal. I listened to rock. I wasn't. I didn't just come in and be like, maybe I should try this. I mean, I'm really into that genre. Like I go
yeah.
to metal shows all the time. I go to these local metal shows. Talk to the bands after. Try to network there too. Show them the same love that I show the hip hop community or whatever community. It's
Okay.
like you said, it's all about networking. The more people you talk to, the more likely they're like, "Hey, bro, like he's really for the people. Like he doesn't. It's not about money for him."
I like that. I like that. I also I feel how you say it's not about money, but you're also a strict businessman. It's not like you say it's not about money. Sometimes it's just about principles. It's about doing for the love of the show and the principle of it.
Yeah,
You feel people have a lot of hard time, holding up to those principles, that I guess you would say business code, moral code of like, you say handling, like not being scared to pay for your tickets, keeping your word on this, doing that. Do
I
you feel
mean,
like some people have a hard time doing that?
with any type of business, there's going to be people that have a hard time, staying to the standard, staying to the principle, because maybe they weren't raised like that. Maybe they weren't raised to keep their standards or make sure they keep their word, because that's just how in this game, all your word at the end of the day to me is all that you have. Because like if we
Yeah.
can't trust you to keep your word, how are we going to trust you to be on the show? How are we going to trust you to do music with you, or even fuck with you when we drop our label and we're looking for artists? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, so man, you got plans to even put it on a label?
Yeah, Cali Avenue Records, Cali Avenue Promotions, Cali Avenue Apparel. And then after all, we start gaining more traction. We're gonna go into my homie. He does screenwriting and stuff. He already wrote a whole like script for a movie. Like, so we're going promotions, apparel, records, and then to the movies and like just because we're supposed to be a mass media conglomerate. So we're trying to put it all together.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's so you trying to actually, big boy universal with, UMG.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere. So we're starting with promotions first and the music because I was already in the music and I was already doing shows and hosting shows. So I said, might as well start there. And then once we build that up, we can go to the next thing. But it's always important to do it one step at a time, because if you try to put everything at once, you're not going to do anything. Like, you're not going to move. You're going to be like, damn, I got so much shit, but I can't, break it down to take the steps, even write it down.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope, man. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go like, subscribe, share, man. You already know what to do, man. We in the building with Apollo Devar, man. Who would you like growing up, man? Who was some of your favorite artists?
Well, I was into the underground scene, a lot of Jedi mind tricks. I like the Dilated Peoples, Evidence, Alchemist,
Okay,
just a lot of the underground artists.
yeah, yeah, man. Who would be some of like? Would them be like some of your wish list for features? If you can A&R like a project and pick whoever you wanted.
Well,
Well, like,
yeah, I would want to work with the Alchemist. I want to get all his beats and just, go there. Because I
yeah,
growing up, I always listened to the Alchemist. How he produced, even when he dropped two albums, like He even
Yeah.
dropped music, but he was more into the producing and stuff and engineering or whatever. But like he's really good at that. So I would want all of his beats and plus with Evidence, because Alchemist and Evidence, they go hand in hand to me, like because they've always worked with each other. And I would also like to do a song with Jedi Mind Tricks. I did have a song with Dizzy Wright already, so I got another track coming out with I don't know if you heard of him. His name is Mark Battles. Like he's
No,
big in the
uh-uh.
underground scene. Yeah, so me and him are gonna drop a song probably in the next couple weeks.
Okay,
He's
okay.
just he's just cooking it up right now. His producer's working on the beat. He's gonna lay something down and then send it back to me.
Okay, okay, man. So that's going to be on the new album as well, or that's just going to be a single?
It might be a single. It just depends what time when it gets done. If it gets done too, like if it doesn't get done in the timeline of the album, I drop it as a single.
Okay. That's part of the the process of like I said, getting features and everything. If this person lines up with whatever you're trying to do. So the album's coming out. Like whoever's going to be ready for the
Yeah,
album. That's
whoever's on
this is
it.
the final. This is the final deadline. No more
It
people
was
starting.
supposed to be out at the end of this month, but I pushed it to March 11th just to give myself a little more time, a little more leeway to artists that have been wanting
Yeah.
to get on verses with me.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel like the current state of music, man? You see everybody selling their masters and everything like that. You just seen QC do the big deal. Justin Bieber and a lot of people. Dre, I think, is selling half of his masters right now to two different companies. And uh, what's your opinion on that? I got a few. I
I
got a
mean,
couple of theories.
the current state of music to me is like I feel like sometimes it's up and down, Rap like there's always gonna be them artists who are, keep pushing and not trying to sell their stuff, trying to keep their own masters instead of selling it. And then there's gonna be other artists and like, yeah, like maybe they're trying to step out the game a little more and make less music and do more business, and maybe that's why they're starting to sell their stuff. I don't know. Like the current state of rap to me is, there's gonna be artists that are trying hard, and then there's gonna be artists that are just like, oh, whatever, I just give up.
Yeah, 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 man. I think they're trying to make like just they're definitely trying to control music.
Yeah,
But
no,
I think they're trying to make the sale like worthless. Like if you have your own masters, because now they're not going to be. You see, they don't even sell physical albums no more. Nobody knows how to calculate these numbers. Like, oh,
yeah,
you sold 150,000 albums. How? Where? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got so many streams, and then you get this many dollars off it. I think it's going to be a time where it's like you're not even going to be making money from album sales anymore. You're
exactly.
going to
That's why they're trying to basically that's a good theory. Like they're trying to make it worthless to just own. You own your masters, big deal. Like you're not making nothing off these streams. Like
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
I feel like it's
If we
necessary.
don't, yeah, if they don't put you in the stream, if they don't put you on these playlists, supposedly
Exactly.
you're not getting the streams. People
That's
are
why
not
I
clicking
feel
on you.
like it's necessary to not only own your own masters, but start your own label, start your own business. Because if they try to mess you over there, you still got that, and you can still
Yeah,
make your music, and you're still making bread. Like it don't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah, but that also puts the artist into play. It's like if you're really popping or you internet popping, because you noticed some of these artists, they're getting these streams, they got these numbers online and all that, but the
Yeah,
shows are like a quarter sold. They can't sell
or
on tour.
empty.
Yeah, they can't even do a theater run. And they're supposed to
Mhm.
be some of the biggest artists in the game, canceling shows and all that. So that really
Exactly.
puts into question like what's really happened because the people really let you know they'll come out to see you if they really fucking with you.
Yeah, even the homie Sad was telling me, he's like, yeah, I've been to some of these big shows and there's nobody there. Like you're just like, I'm performing, I'm opening, and like even for the big artists, it's like less people there. Like, and it's just
Yeah,
like, wow, you couldn't even pack this spot, and you're supposed to be this big name artist.
yeah, 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 man. So a lot of people get exposed on that. Their numbers get inflated. I mean, the inflated number artists. You dig?
I mean, when you can, we're in the era you can pay for streams and pay for inflated numbers. Like, you don't know what's real, what's fake. Is he really selling this much, or is he fucking just paying for it? Like,
Yeah, man. The motto, man. They always say, "Fake it till you make it." I'd rather grind till I get it, but it is what it
yeah.
is. Definitely, man. Make sure you go like, subscribe, share, hit us up in the on Instagram, man. Follow the Instagram page. You can hit my boy Apollo Devar's links in the description as well. His link tree and all that other great stuff, man. This is In Between Time, episode 38, man. Right now, we're going to get into a little bit of what would you do, the reaction part of the show. You know, just have a little fun with my boy Apollo, man. Check out some of these videos. These videos you can also check. We'll be sharing them on our Instagram as well. You know, going at the bottom of the screen, y'all see it right there. You know, go hit that link. But right now, we just gonna see what's going on, man. Hey, man, this first video, man, this guy is definitely he definitely underestimated this guy, and he left him assed out, literally. That boy yeeks out, man, tripping, man. Got that boy, let that boy knock you out your damn drawers.
Hey, he saw that white boy. He's like, I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out a little fucking.
Yeah.
And then he just like on the floor. That's what happens. That's why you gotta pull your pants up, bro. That's what they say. Don't sag, dog. You're trying to fight and shit might fall down.
Use that drawstring, man, because that boy knocked you out your drawers, man. Stop playing.
Man, you can't live that down, especially at the internet now, man. That goes your whole, you know,
forever,
career.
Man. That's my worst fear. I feel with Charleston White. He said, "Hey, if I get knocked out and I see them phones out, I'm shooting everybody there. I'm shooting everybody in that motherfucker."
Y'all better
man.
put your phones down, man.
Put your phones down. Y'all see me get knocked out, y'all better get medical attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't be fucking around though, man. But you know, that guy, he definitely had a rough day, man. You know, it's Monday, and you know, people going back to work, you know, and Mondays are always rough, but I don't think it was rough as this guy's Monday. Get him! Get him!
Wow.
Damn.
Is that the security getting eaten shit?
That is the security getting ate, man. And that's rough because I know it's fucked up because, oh boy, he did the cardinal rule. Why he sprayed the pepper spray, and you don't ever pay to spray the pepper spray next to the person that you're trying to get help to.
Right in the face.
You just made it worse for him, man.
Exactly.
So
and the dog was just like, "Oh, pepper spray." They didn't even hit the dog. You hit the other person.
Pepper spray. That was just seasoning for him, man. That he just, you know, that he just made it more delightful. So, man, he definitely had a rough Monday, man.
Hell yeah.
But sure. this next person, man, you can see why they have trust issues, or I don't know if they have dumb issues.
Dude, I can't hit you. I see it right now at open field.
Oh!
No! That's the drunk white friend. Hey, let me put my hand there. Yeah. He's like, yeah, go. I got you. Trust me, I'm not gonna hit you.
Oh man,
going right in the hand.
You gotta have extreme confidence to put your hand on a dartboard and not flinch. Like, look, hold on, let's go.
Dude, I can't hit you. I see it right now at open field.
Oh! And he got the mullet too. He had the mullet. It was a whole party back there.
You already know they was drinking all that Budweiser and shit. He's like, some Milwaukee's best. Let me hit that shit. Put my hand there. That's whose history.
That's natural ice activity right there.
Natty ice, bro.
That's natural ice activity right there, bro. Hold on. To put your hand on he wilding for that, man. Yeah, so don't do that, guys. Don't have that much trust in nobody. Especially young.
Don't let your homie convince you into fucking putting your hand on the dartboard, bro.
Ever. Well, this next person, let's just say he's tired of the bullshit. We'll leave it there.
Lord Jesus. Man, this dude.
Fuck. Hey man, that's what happens. They keep telling you stop fucking with those animals, bro. They don't like you. Like
Stop
I'm
fucking with those animals.
y'all keep thinking they're friends and like they're no, like they don't like you, man. They said get the hell away from me. I'm about to stomp your ass.
Oh man, and look, and then I don't know if that the person that was recording is that they people because they was crying like a motherfucker. Like that must have been their daddy or something like that, acting a fool. He told him like, "Oh, I can go pet the bull," and now he running for his damn life.
He's like, I'm not about to help you. I'm about to just sit here and record. And hey, it's your dumbass fault. I mean, you wanted to be
Yeah.
the one trying to pet the bull. This is what happens, man.
Hey man, you play with the bull, you get the horns, man. And he was,
Exactly.
and then he got on top of the car. What make get in the car, motherfucker? Why would you get on top of the car? I see why this bull attacking you because you made a whole series of bad decisions.
Yeah, I mean that's just stupidity right there. You're gonna get on the car right after, like, oh, I'm gonna get in the car instead
Yeah,
of get on the car instead of get in the car, and then what
yeah.
happened? You fucking fell. That's double karma for your ass.
Yeah, dummy. Dummy of the motherfucking week, man. Dummy of the motherfucking week. Man, this is in between time with my boy Apollo, man. We just did a little what would you do, man? And I want to thank
That's
my
right.
boy Apollo, man, for coming by, man. Apollo
West
the
Coast,
bar.
bro.
Make sure you go hit his links
West
up in the
Coast.
description, man. Linktree got his Instagram, YouTube, and all the other links that you would need to holler at my boy, man. Hit him up,
That's right.
for booking Cali promotions and everything like Cali Street promotion, Cali Avenue promotions and everything like that. So any shout outs, anything you want to let the people know before you get up out of here?
I just want to give a quick shout out to all the people in the game trying to make it because just keep trying, just keep at it. No matter what somebody tells you, you got to make sure you know where you're doing and you know where you're going in your life. Also, give a shout out to the homie Kearns for uh, hitting you up to get on this interview. Also, shout out to the homie Danny Zico, my engineer. He's the one putting my album together, making sure it sounds good. So, make sure you hit that fool up too because he's a dope ass engineer. Like he does engineer for Kearns, he does engineer for MC Remedy, and all them. So just keep at it, keep doing what you do, and the rest is gonna be history.
Definitely, definitely, man. I'd like to give a big shout out to Apollo Devar for stopping by. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. Like I said, you're getting off the couch and making it happen. Shout out to you, man.
Exactly.
Make sure y'all hit those that notification button, hit that share button, man. Share with a friend that's gonna share with a friend. And we're gonna keep bringing you these fire interviews, man. And
Oh.
like, subscribe, share, man. I want to thank everybody for being a part of it. You already know what it is. Till next time. Let's go.